Hi student, I am a Setiwari SSC teacher and the lesson which is continue power sharing. Today we will discuss other topics in the lesson. In the first we will once again review the topics in the lesson which has been taught, the Belgium and Sri Lanka story. In this topic we will see the differences between Sri Lanka and Belgium. So student, you will see there Sri Lanka made its system of government on the theory of majoritism. And where Belgium made its system of government on the same theory, means majority community have right first on the resources. But in these two stories, what is the differences? The government of Sri Lanka, after a different types of clash or challenge, Sri Lanka government did not realize to change the system of government in democracy, where they pay the highest cost, paid the highest cost to kill, to murder and to destroy the national property also. Whereas if you compare with Sri Lanka, the government of Belgium realize soon and they resolve their conflict, whatever they were facing in the country. So they realized and they adopted power sharing. So student, you can see well, power sharing is the procedure which is realized by the Belgian government, and Sri Lankan government is not realized the power sharing arrangement system, because in modern democracy there are different forms of the government, different type of the procedure of the government, and if which a country did not accept it according to changing of time, the country have to pay a lot of cost. You can see well Sri Lanka paid the highest cost of it, and what the cost they had paid and what the enjoyment the Belgian government, you can see, you can understand well, even you have understood well everything. So what the cost they have paid, they paid cost of not bearing power sharing. What are the cost? One, civil war. Politics of separation. Terrorism. Human suicide bombing. Assassination of various leaders, even our national leader of the country, even he was the prime minister of the country, Rajiv Gandhi, also sacrificed in this kind of the, he will say, not bearing the power sharing process in the Sri Lanka. And what the enjoyment the Belgian get, enjoyment the Belgium got after bearing power sharing. These are the things which you can see well: equal participation. Next thing the Belgian people have enjoyed: the state does not subordinate under the national government. Next, the local issues cannot or are not undermined or discouraged. These are the benefit the Belgian government got, and these are the laws the Sri Lankan government had made. What was the reason? Because they did not get the power sharing. Power sharing, and government of Belgium enjoy the power sharing. So student, you can see well both the stories have the very clear differences. So student, now you can understand well all these two topics. Now we will see the differences between the types of power sharing. This is a very important topic and you should listen also it. Types of power sharing. So student, as you know very well, the modern democracy where every kind of the power sharing arrangement is accepted, because being a lot of doubt, being a lot of confusion in the democracy, such as the long process in the decision making or temporary form of government, and many of the other challenges in the democracies in the modern times, all these challenges are ignored. All these challenges are ignored in the modern forms in democracy. And what are the valuable point in the democracies has been accepted? Long time in the decision making process has been declared as the award in the democracy. Why? Because if the long time has been, we'll say, invest in the democracy's procedure, then all type of the people, all communities people has been heard by the government, have been heard by the government, and it is a valuable point, it is a benefited point for the democracies. And many of the other such weak point in the democracies which were not accepted in the you'll say pre-democracies, in the modern democracies all these weak point has been accepted. So student, let's we see the types of power sharing. So student, you can see well now horizontal forms of the government, where we have seen distribution of the organs of government, where you can see well these are the organs: legislature, second is executive, and third is judiciary. So student, you can see well these three differences, different organs in the democracies. These are the organs in the democracies. So student, many of the students know very well about the legislature, executive and judiciary. These are the three organs of the government. Now you can see well legislature. Legislature means that legislate the laws, and these laws are legislated in the where assembly. So student, there are three type of the assembly: one at the national level, second at the state level, and third at the local level assemblies. National level assemblies, which is called parliament, state level assemblies, that is called the state legislature, and third one the local level local level, student, there is the two type of the assemblies. One is called the municipality, and second is called the Panchayati Raj. Municipality at the urban level and Panchayati Raj at the rural level. So these are the two types of the legislature. Where parliament is the highest assemblies, state legislature is the middle assemblies, and municipalities and Panchayati Raj are the lower assemblies of the country. Next is about the executive. So executive, student, you can better understand the executive means the person who work on behalf of the people. So there are two types of the executive: permanent executive, these are called civil servant, and second is called the political executive. Political executive, where you can see well the representative means MP and MLA. They are the two type of the executive. They work on behalf of the people. So student, these are the executive. Their role is to make the laws, and their role is to implement the laws. And in 9th class, as you have seen in the political science, where the ordinance, how it is passed, how a bill is passed, it has been given in the working of the institution. So you can see well, these are the institutions of the democracies. And next one is the judiciary. So there are the three level the judiciary system. One is called the Supreme Court, second is called the High Court, and next one is the local court, that is also called the district court and the sessional court. So student, these are the three levels type of the judiciary system in India, where if you understand collectively, the judiciary system, the court, the Supreme Court are known as a guardian of constitution. Second thing is that they interpret the constitution very clearly for the public. Even they tell the kind of solutions whenever there is the contrast between the state and the local government. So student, these are the kind of horizontal forms of the government distribution. You can see well between the legislature, executive and judiciary, where all these things has been given. So student, at the national level, it is very important to understand legislature, executive, judiciary. So both are work together, means both are interdependent, but it is a independent body, and both are interdependent, but their work which is collectively done, then this work is known as a different type of the term. You can see well, you can understand well, and their work which is collectively combined by the three kind of the organs, because this make the laws, and these laws are very important for the country. Executive, they implement the law, and these are the judges. So these laws are very important because when they are implemented, they can regulate all kind of the institutions, and judges, they can check the laws which are made by the legislature. So this system whole called the check and balance. So student, whenever they are working together and they are check one of each other, so this is known as the check and balance system. So student, it is very important part of the power sharing to understand well, because all these organs are very important, because if these organs are not in the democracies, then democracies cannot work well, because parliament is called the, you'll say, lungs of the power sharing, lungs of the democracy. So student, I think all of you are understanding well, and the executive, they are known as a heart of the democracies, and judiciary, they are very important because they are known as a kind of special organs of the democracies. So all are these three organs are very, very important. Hope all the students are getting well. Thank you to watching me.